Így. Szeva Argus, nagyon szépen köszönöm a 31. havéres subot. Bám bám. Na nézzük. Professor Weasley's Assignment. Track Quest. Nagyon szépen köszönöm. A 31, az 13 megfordítva, tudod? Az hun van. Collect the field page in the underground harbor. Collect the field guide page from book on intermediate transfiguration in the library. Harbor. Jó. Mi a helyzet, Argus? Szava utomi. Szavaztok. Na nézzük. De. You can't enter. Meg kell úsznom. Uszikázunk egyet. Jó, hangerő megfelelő.
So this is the underground harbor.
Ja, hogy...
Revelio.
Located deep beneath the viaduct courtyard is the landing for boats delivering first-year students across the Black Lake to Hogwarts. Ez megvan. És a túloldalon van egy... láda, méghozzá bujkálós. 500 pénz. És ide hogy jövök le amúgy? Azon fel, hogy beúszok, nézzük mi? Viaduct courtyard. Resident Evil Flash-en van. Ettől a helytől. 0 néző. Library. Mi van a zenével? Túl nagy a csönd.
Now that I have all my gobstones back, I'm ready to take on all.
Túl nagy a csönd. Nem?
Afraid of a staircase?
Ezt tuboltam, hogy a stream is leállt. Milyen helyzet, Argus? Köszönöm szépen még egyszer. Bent van, ahol látom. Na, és milyen a vezetés? Hogy megy? Jobban sikerült, mint az
Professor Weasley
előző?
asked me to find should be around.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Yes.
Professor Weasley asked me
Please
to get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try
Hát
it,
akkor
no matter
gyakorló
how
pályát
many
csinálod
times I
meg.
ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
If that's the only way I can convince you to give me that book,
Jó, az
then let's get it over with.
izgi.
Splendid!
Majd
Just a few
amikor kint
questions
vezetsz,
and
az
then
lesz a
I'll
para.
hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch? Ó, bennem. Hát tudja.
The Golden Snidget.
Correct! The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in
Ahogy ne
1269
tudnám.
by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
The Deathly
The
Hallows.
Deathly Hallows.
Correct! According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
Oh. The Quaffle.
The Quaffle.
That's right! When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
Polyjuice potion. Change species. 100 fülé főzet, gondolom. Change species. Yes, true.
True.
Actually, the answer was false.
Miért?
While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
De
I'd like
mit...
to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
The Order of Merlin.
No, that's incorrect. The answer was the Wizards' Council. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
The Ukrainian Ironbelly.
No, I'm sorry, but the
Fogalmam
answer
nincs.
was the Peruvian Vipertooth. Though the Vipertooth is the
De
smallest
most
breed,
megtanulom.
averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs.
Amúgy, hogyha 100 fülé
Who
főzetről
founded
van
the village
szó,
of
nem...
Hogsmeade?
A Hermione ez nem változott macskává véletlenül? Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Hengist of Woodcroft.
That's right! It is believed that Hengist used the Three Broomsticks Inn as his home. The hide-behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
A Demiguise.
Yes! While the hide-behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a lethifold?
The knockback jinx.
Actually, the answer was the Patronus charm. The only known survivor of a lethifold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Evangeline Orpington.
That's incorrect. The answer I was looking for was Gamp. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Knowledge is the real magic.
No, the answer was, never tickle a sleeping dragon. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco dormiens nunquam titilandus. Which
Ja,
magical
tényleg.
creature is the
Ezt
only one
tudtam
known to
mondjuk.
produce eggs through its mouth?
The basilisk.
That's incorrect. The correct answer was the rune's paw. According to Parselmouths, each of the rune's paw's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right
Talán,
is the
hogyha
critic.
tudnám, hogy ezek magyarul
Where
mit
is
jelentenek,
Ilvermorny
egy-kettőt
School
nem
of
tudok.
Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft. Nem tudom, baszki.
Mount Greylock.
Well done! The American school was founded in the 17th century by Iseult Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
Virositiserum.
Incorrect. The answer was Amotentia. Amotentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive,
Nem emlékeztem
such
arra
as dusty book covers
a
or...
potionra.
Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
Jó, mehet. Most már akkor végigcsináljuk.
Wonderful. I do admire your thirst for knowledge. Emmerich the Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
Egbert the Egregious.
That's right. Emmerich gained notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle Ages, when he was the master of the Elder Wand. If a chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
Haversucking.
That's right. Blackjack
Haversucking,
is flying to intentionally
szimpatikus volt
collide
a
with a
neve.
player. Stooging is when 2 chasers knock the other team's keeper away from the goals so that a 3rd chaser can score. A bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
Hairy ears.
No, the answer was bad luck. Native to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last up to a week. What plant excretes stink sap?
Sting sap.
Sopophorus bean.
I'm afraid the correct answer was Mimbulus mimbletonia. The Mimbulus mimbletonia plant secretes stink sap as a defensive mechanism when touched. The pepper-up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
Basil Flack.
That's incorrect. The answer was Limfrid of Stinchcombe. Centuries later, Glover Hipworth would expand on Limfrid's previous work to create the pepper-up potion we know today. In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot?
A smaller pot.
Incorrect. The answer was a single slipper. The story was created by Beadle the Bard, but there are a few versions. I won't spoil what the slipper was for if you haven't read it recently. The Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
The Scottish Highlands.
No, the answer was North America. The
Az is lehet, hogy ezeket meg lehet tanulni úgy, hogyha... Ugye olvasod ezeket a cuccokat. Who's the Muggle Knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune? Muggle Knight.
Sir Lancelot.
No, the answer was Sir Luckless. The three witches in the story are named Asha, Altheda, and Amata.
Ezt amúgy ilyen iszonyat Potter fanok. Lehet, hogy tudják. Ezt tudom.
The Loch Ness Monster.
Correct. The Office of Misinformation.
Ezt tudom, mert valószínűleg, hogyha elolvasod ezeket a guide-okat, amit így Reveljóval előhozol, akkor ott vannak infók.
Ulick Gamp.
Yes. Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. It outlawed the unforgivable curses. You've answered all of my questions. It's nice to know there's another student who appreciates the value of knowledge. You might not have got very many right, but I'm sure you learned something regardless. Thank you for humoring me by participating. I had a
Valami varázslói államvizsga? Ezeket.
I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this.
This book is designed to help guide the students who wishes to pursue more complicated type of transfiguration. Professor Weasley often recommends it to her advanced students as a bit of light reading.
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend transfiguration.
Nem olyan nehezek? De mondom, hogyha az ember elolvassa ezeket a guide-okat a játékba, szerintem akkor mindegyikre tud válaszolni. És igazából én elolvastam, de nem emlékszem rájuk. Hát a felét tudtam kb. Vagy a felére jól válaszoltam, inkább azt mondanám.
Revelio.
I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers into an owl to stop students from cheating.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. Beautifully done.
The Spellmaster! No. Csókolom.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed, and frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. Deke tells me you captured a unicorn and brought it back to the Room of Requirement. Protecting so rare a beast is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Were your meetings with Professor Black's house elf and exploration of various caves down by the lake connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
De várj most két...
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there.
Na most várjál, most lemaradtam az előzőről? Annak nem örülök. Szóval nem motherfucker, mi a helyzet? És nem is tudom megnézni nagyon, hogy miről maradtam le, ha lemaradtam. Nézek itt questeket? Pillanat, gyorsan megnézem. Dragon Debrief. In the Shadow of Discovery. Nem jó. Shadow of Discovery volt. Ja, és ez lett az új. Oké, bocsánat, meg kellett néznem. Csak hogy meg akartam győződni róla, hogy nem maradok le valami questről. Na, Speak with Nettie outside the Divination Classroom. Dragon Debrief. The Daily Keys, meg nincs meg. Na. Ez a Cháveszhez elmegyek, mert egy pár ilyen cuccot már összeszedtem. Aha, yeah. Közeledünk a vége felé már.
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings! Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
I actually have some moons for you.
We're getting close, but you must bring me more before I can teach you how to improve casting a la Hamora.
Where should I look for more demiguise statues and moons?
All of my usual haunts, which, as you know, have now become quite haunting. Here in the castle, in Hogsmeade, and...
Jó, azt elmondta már.
I'll keep an eye out for more demiguise statues and see if I can...
Jó, még kettőt kell találnom és kész. És akkor megkapom a 3-as alohomórát. Jó, questek. Jó, legyen a Sebastian, jó? Sebastian sidequest.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it.
Én nyitott
Because in the
vagyok.
spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
Szerintem is ez...
Ominous, we were just about to get some air.
Baszki.
Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
Igazából az ő érdekében nem mondtuk el neki, mert hogy...
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Engem igazából annyira nem volt az Avatar 2. Egy se. 4 év, 7 hónap, 28 nap, 23 óra Amazon. Az kemény.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating.
Igaza van.
Listens to me.
She called you her little
Viszont
gazelle.
neked is, Amazon.
Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus.
Oh.
And it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the highlands rather freely until now. Much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
1 hónapig kell egy levelet tartani a szádban. De berakni egy kicsi üvegcsébe, és hogy a holdfény elérje. Azt a mindenit, ez csak egy szelete annak, hogy megtanuljál animágusnak lenni, nem kell születned hozzá.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it.
Milyen részletesen, specifikusan leírja.
I find a sense of comfort.
De tényleg valóságos lenne.
And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Online patch? Ja, mert hogy PC-n szarul megy, vagy...
Revelio.
Itt van egy sidequestünk. Beating a curse. Bántkának ma van a névnapja.
Oh, it's you! Just the person I need.
Samantha, is everything all right?
No, it's not. It's my brother William. The one I told you about after Charms class. He's been cursed. He ignored my warning and now he's lying in St. Mungo's looking completely pathetic. He simply never listens.
I'm sorry, how exactly has he been cursed?
Oh, you won't believe it. Truly, but his feet were turned into purple beets. You can imagine his distress. And mine. I won't even go into the attention he was getting from our garden rabbits before he admitted himself to hospital.
Beats for feet. How hilarious. I mean, how terrible. Horrible, truly.
You and the entire school may find it funny, but the situation is dire.
Well, it is an unusual situation. How did your brother end up like this?
It's entirely his own fault. I told him about some research I'd done recently on our ancestor Marmaduke Dale. In particular, my discovery that Marmaduke's tomb was cursed.
Nagyon jó mikrofonokkal veszik, az egy dolog, hogy nekem szar a hangom, mert hülyén állítottam be. Ugye a legmélyebb verzióját vettem, és ezt megcsinálták volna jobban. Ugyanakkor a többi hang, amit fölvettek, nagyon jó minőségű mikrofonnal, nyilván volt rá pénz, gondolom. Óriási pénzek, gondolom. De hogy nagyon értett hozzá a hangmérnök, aki ezzel foglalkozott, a vágó, vagy a stúdiós, vagy nagyon jó felszerelés volt, mert ahogy pattognak a D-k, a P-k, nagyon kihallatszik minden, ahogy játszanak a hangukkal ezek a színészek, és nagyon menő.
How awful. I can see why you're upset. He definitely needs some help.
Exactly. He may be a cape flapper, but he's still my brother. And no one deserves such a fate to last forever, especially as the result of a single brainless mistake. Now I worry that if the curse isn't reversed, it could become
meg hát alapból a hangeffektek is nagyon, azért mondom, mert nyilván ezt meg lehet oldani, akár szoftveresen is ezeket, amiket most mondom.
If the crest were returned to its rightful place upon his sarcophagus,
de hogy amúgy a hangeffektek is nagyon jó. Meg a harcba.
You battled trolls when they attacked Hogsmeade, escaped a dragon, and I could tell
ezért nem is papoltam,
that you're a skilled spellcaster. Returning a crest to a sarcophagus should be almost effortless for you. So, will you help us?
Why was Marmaduke's tomb cursed?
The curse is the result of an intense sibling rivalry between Granham Dale and his younger brother Marmaduke. Marmaduke was a famed herbologist, and Granham resented the attention that he received.
Sibling rivalry? Sounds as if it might run in the family.
But I would never intentionally curse my brother, not like Granham did. When their mother died, Marmaduke was given the prized family crest. Granham felt that as the eldest child, he should have been given it. Years later, when Marmaduke died, Granham stole it and cursed the tomb so that none in the Dale family could ever pay their respects.
How do you know it's safe? I don't want my feet to turn into beets as well.
Oh, but the curse only applies to Marmaduke's descendants, as my brother so aptly demonstrated. That's why I need your help. You're unrelated to my family, so the curse wouldn't affect you.
Why is your ancestor so well known?
He discovered the properties of several magical herbs and plants. He also uncovered numerous types of flora. The wizarding world owes him a great debt. His work not only impacted the discipline of herbology, but also potion making.
I can take the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus for you.
Oh, thank you! Thank you so much! You'll simply go into the tomb where Marmaduke was laid to rest and place the crest on top of his sarcophagus. According to my research, the tomb's been abandoned for centuries, so it should be a fairly simple task. You'll find it just east of the hamlet of Brockborough. Thank you for your help. My family is indebted to you.
Tényleg. Nagyon meg van csinálva, látszik, hogy nagyon sokat foglalkoztak vele, dolgoztak rajta, beletették szívüket, lelküket. Komoly nagyon. Nagyon jó játszani vele. Nagyon meg van csinálva, minden része a játéknak. A sztori, a hangulat. Egy élettel teli világot kaptunk. Tényleg mindig történik valami, elkaphatsz ilyen apró párbeszédeket is. A kastélyban is folyamatosan mozognak a szobrok, a képek. Mindig valami történik, tényleg. Tehát, hogy igyekeztek élettel telivé varázsolni ezt a világot, és sikerült is nekik, és bármerre mész. Vannak nyilván üresebb területek, amikor repülsz, mert nagy terület van a kastély körül, de hogy... Nem nagyon érződik az üresség része, mert annyi minden van, annyira tele van az egész játék, és a harc nagyon jól meg van csinálva, folyamatosan használnod kell a különböző típusú varázslatokat, hogy ugye egyáltalán meg tud sebezni azokat, akiken egy adott varázslatnak a burka van rajta, és a sztori is nagyon fasz, nagyon jók a karakterek, nagyon jók a hangeffektek, de úgy durrognak, dörrennek, robbannak a hangok, amikor kell. Nagyon jók a puzzle-ök, a feladványok, kicsit talán egyszerűek néha, de nincs azzal baj, mert azért találkoztam már olyan puzzle-ökkel, ami frusztráló volt, ilyen kockahúzogatós, és ott kellett gondolkozni, és az frusztráló volt, úgyhogy nem is baj, hogy nem nehezebbek. Egy-két aprósággal még kiegészíthették volna, amin így fönnakadtam, teljesen fölöslegesen. Tényleg nagyon-nagyon-nagyon jó játék. A Harry Potter-érzés full megvan benne, ugye a Roxfort kastély az kb. Egy az egybe le van modellezve, meg van csinálva odafigyeléssel, és ugye 100 évvel a Harry Potter eseményei előtt játszódik. Nagyon komoly. És az, hogy én ugye a Mardekárba lettem beosztva, de például, hogyha máshova vagy beosztva, más questjaid vannak. Például a hugrabugosoknak van Azkabanos questje. Momentolítás? Nem. Lehetne, de nem. Nagyon sokat játszok vele folyamatosan, majdnem minden nap. Kb. Egy nap nem játszottam vele, amióta kijött, és a rengeteget, tehát, és nem, tehát hogy még mindig nagyon szívesen játszok vele, alig várom, hogy leüljek játszani vele, nem várom, hogy a végére érjek, mert az most nagyon befrusztrálna. És benne vagyok nagyon. Nagyon jó. Bálint is játszik vele, ő Gryffindéles. Ugye érdemes újra játszani, például nem tudom, hogy azért, mert a Xboxon játszik a Bálint, vagy azért, meg Gryffindéles, nyilván valószínűleg Gryffindél. A Gryffindéleseknek ugye más cuccok vannak, hát egyértelműen, hogy a boltba bemész és ruhát veszel, nyilván Gryffindéles cuccok vannak, de még azon felül is mindenféle más ilyen nagyon jó cuccok, tehát hogy neki már az elején bement a boltba, és így én konstans bemegyek a boltba bizonyos időközönként, és akkor megveszem az összes ruhát, és eladom, mert transzmog van a játékban. Tehát, hogy nem tudom, más játékokban is van, bár nagyon ritka, és ugye már régóta létezik transzmog, de nem nagyon szokták belerakni ezekbe az RPG-be, hogy az van, hogyha bármikor hozzád kerül egy ruha, ugye, fölveszed, vagy megveszed, akármi, akkor onnantól kezdve az már, a kinézete már a tiéd. Tehát, hogy eladhatod, nyilván, ha eladod, akkor már a tulajdonságait nem tudod használni, de a kinézete megmarad. Tehát, hogy azt szoktam csinálni, hogy megveszem az összes ruhát, ami még nincs meg, és utána azonnal rögtön eladom. és valamennyi pénzem visszajön belőle, a fele mondjuk, de a kinézet már megvan. Na mindegy, és akkor néztem, hogy a Bryantnak milyen ruhák voltak a boltjában, és így azt a kurva élet, hogy ilyen repülős szemüveg volt, fehér maszk, meg szőrmekabát, meg ilyen. Tudod, nekem ilyenek nem voltak. Hogy így érdemes újra játszani egy másik házba, mert egyrészt másik háznak a lobbyját, meg a vibe-ját is megtapasztalhatod, mások lesznek az osztálytársaid, gondolom, akikkel spanolgathatsz, és bár nyilván össze fognak futni a szálak, meg az, hogy tényleg más questek is vannak, más ruhák a boltba, és ezek csak apróságok. Ezek tényleg csak apróságok. És ilyen apróságból nagyon sok van. Nagyon-nagyon oda van figyelve a játékra. Váltakoznak az évszakok. Ugye végigcsinálsz egy adott ilyen quest chain-t, és akkor utána ősz lesz, aztán utána végigcsinálod a quest chain-t, akkor utána tél, és így hangulatos az egész, ez egy jó nagy területet kell bejárnod folyamatosan, és tényleg nagyon sokat foglalkoztak ezzel a játékkal. Akkor rengeteg infó van, ugye, hát nyilván van egy spelled, a Revelio, amivel ugye felfeded a környezetedben lévő dolgokat, és hát ugye arról szól a játéknak a fele, hogy így Revelio, de hogy ez lehet zavaró is, de nem kötelező ezt csinálnod, tehát hogy most, hogyha te türelmetlen vagy, és nem nézel körül, hanem Reveliozni akarsz, akkor azt csinálod, de hogyha türelmes vagy, akkor a körülnézel, ugyanúgy megtalálod ezeket a cuccokat, meg ki lehet következtetni, csak nyilván inkább érdemes akkor aztán nem akarod már hogy a könyöködő jön ki ez a reveliózás, akkor körülnézel magadtól, és utána, ha tényleg, ha már úgy vagy, hogy na jó, még egyszer megnézem, hogy van-e itt valami, és akkor találsz dolgokat, de hogy tök mindegy. Tehát, hogy le tudod minimalizálni ezt a varázs használatot, vagy ennek a varázslatnak használatát, és még az, hogy ugye az Alohomoránál is mindig tekergetni a lakatokat, meg ilyesmi, de jók ezek a dolgok is igazából, meg nagyon faszán meg van csinálva az egész. Tényleg jó. És én performance módban játszok PS5-ön, hogy nagyobb legyen a framerate, de hogy nagyobb grafikai, vagy erősebb beállításokkal is lehet játszani, a Ray Tracinggel, meg hát PC-n. PC-n állítólag lagol a játék, vagy droppol a frame, tehát hogy valamiért szakadozik, de már jönnek ki hozzá frissítések, meg vannak a neten videók, hogy lehet beállításokat eszközölni, hogy megszűnjön. De valószínűleg ezt ki fogják küszöbölni, mert hát mindenhova akarják portolni. Hát Switchre is, azt hiszem júniusban vagy júliusban jön ki Nintendo Switchre is a játék. Tehát, hogy tényleg ezek a fejlesztők elhatározták, hogy mindenre kihozzák, és kíváncsi vagyok, hogy ez hogy fog működni. És ugye sorban jönnek ki, most jöttek ki ugye először PS5-re, Xbox Series-re, aztán egy nappal később ugye Early Access-be PC-re kijött, aztán áprilisban fog kijönni az egyre régebbi generációs konzol, az előző generációs konzolokra, PS4-re, Xbox One-ra, és aztán meg jön Nintendo Switch-re is. Ez így, tényleg ezt most itt nagy fájba vágták a fejszéjüket a fejlesztők, ez, hogy mindenhol tökéletesen fusson az egész, és az, hogy nagyon jó értékeléseket kapott a játék. Én direkt nem néztem róla semmit, a legelső ilyen bemutató videókat, hogy mégis milyen lesz a játék, azt megnéztem, de aztán már direkt utána nem, hogy így elkap-e magától vagy sem. Én is aggódtam azon, hogy na, nagy lesz a hype-ja, ez a Forspoken is igazából hasonló volt, varázsvilág lövöldözöl, varázsolgatsz, de egy ég és föld a különbség, az a Forspoken, ez egy kalap szar volt, bazd meg. Ez meg egy csodálat. Tehát, hogy a Forspoken, ha most visszagondolok rá, elpazaroltam az időmet azzal, hogy játszottam vele. És erre meg egy... Bazd meg, már nem lassan 40 órája játszom vele. És kurva jó. És elképesztően jó. És ilyennek kell lenni egy játéknak. Egy ilyen nyílt világú játéknak. És nyilván hozzájárul az, hogy Harry Potter világ, de hogy nagyon-nagyon jó. Hogy érzed, nekem az egyetlen gondom a játék, hogy nem érzem a döntéseim súlyát, kb. Bármit mondom, ugyanaz lesz a vége. Hát mert ez figyelj, igazából egy lineáris történet. Nem nagyon reklámozták azt, hogy ez ekkora hangsúlyt kap a játékban, érted? Hogy a döntései súlya, érted? Hogy ezt én nem emlékszem ilyenre, hogy ezt nagyon reklámozták volna. Itt kapunk egy lineáris történetet, igazából döntesz, ahogy döntesz, nagyjából mindig ugyanarra halad a történet. Szerintem ezt hiányolod, de ők nem ígértek semmi ilyesmit, érted? Szerepjáték szóval implyálja a döntéseket. De hát érted? Tehát, hogy de például vannak bizonyos helyzetek, például amikor a sötét átkot tanulod. Hát dönthetsz úgy, hogy nem tanulod meg. Tessék. Kész. Én úgy döntöttem, hogy megtanulom. Dönthettem, hogy én fogom a krúciót alkalmazni a spanomon, vagy ő gyakorolja rajtam, de ettől függetlenül meg szeretném tanulni, vagy egyáltalán nem tanulom meg. És én azt mondtam neki, hogy rajtam gyakorolja. És akkor mondta, hogy ezt meg fogom jegyezni. Nem tudom a hatását még, valószínűleg vannak olyan döntések a játékban, ami fontos. Tehát nem lehet minden döntés olyan. De vannak. Akkor az például, hogy hogyan közlöd a hírt valakivel, nem néztem meg a másik oldalát, hogy mi lesz akkor. Szóval szerintem ez nem egy akkora nagyon nagy gáz. De értem, hogy mit mondasz. Szava Mike Wazowski. Szevasztok. Kb. Akkor sikere van, mint amikor kijött az Elden Ring. Óriási sikere van. És még szerintem nem is tudjuk, hogy pontosan mekkora. Hogy például használod a tiltott átkök, és mennyiszer. Azt nem tudtam, de nem mondjatok semmit, amit még nem tudhatok. De olyan van, hogyha használom a tiltott átkot, a krúciót, és a spanommal vagyok, mondjuk a natival, akkor rám szól. Hogy azt ne használd! Azt miért használod azt a varázslatot? Na jó, elszívok egy cigarettát akkor veletek, jó? A YouTube nézőktől elnézést kérek. Ja, itt van, jó. Multi? Csinál modderek. PC-re. Tehát a PC-n például van már magyar felirat, nem tudom, hogy mennyire minőségi. Hogy PC-n már van magyar felirat, tehát ott szedni hozzá a magyarítást. És ugye a modderek azon dolgoznak. Már láttam olyat, hogy Miki egér, a karakter, a professzor az. Nem is tudom mi, és a lovaskocsinak a sofőrje az Mário volt. Az olyan vicces volt. A modderek azok megörülnek, és azok dolgoznak már multiplayer módon, meg ilyenekre. Ezt nézzük már meg. Nézzük már meg ezt a videót. Hogwarts, meg olyat is láttam már, hogy pisztoly van a Manóvá változtatták a főszereplőt, és pisztoly van nála. Hogwarts Legacy, Mickey Mouse. Nézzük már meg, jó? bocsánat, YouTube nézők ugye kapják részenként ezeket a gameplayeket, mindegy. Na nézzük csak. Ide rakom így, jó? És akkor... Mit csináltam? Display Capture-t? Nem Display Capture-t akartam, hanem Window Capture. Window Capture... Ne, leakadt. Most komolyan? Nem, hú. Ott van. Ja, már itt van. Mi ez? Nem tudom megváltoztatni. Istenem. Meg van bolondolva. Na. Ez az. Egy-két, három-négy hallatok attól még engem, ugye? Nézd.
It's Grogu, and he's pulling up with the boys. Damn, the wizard world has never looked so good.
Are you ready to go?
Professor Oak!
Almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
Yep, definitely.
I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand.
Mickey's povo when he can't afford his own.
With when you get your own.
Professor Oak.
I appreciate you working with me all the time.
Oh, Wallace!
George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatregoers in the West End.
Oh, you cheeky you, Wallace.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Are we being watched?
Course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea! As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all,
Not
sir.
at all, Wallace. Come
After
on,
you.
come on.
Ages since I'd been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
Wallace went to Hogwarts? Oh. Of course it's Mario.
Let's go.
That's beautiful. Look at him go. Warner Brothers Games, they're the ones who channel strike me. Please don't channel strike this video, Warner Brothers Games. There's Mario.
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland.
Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
Mouse. Mickey Mouse.
A new student.
New?
I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts.
Ja, de várjatok.
What have I?
As the other get out from
Oké, megnézik a cuccot.
Merlin's
Is that a key?
How did you...
Wait, we do.
Toothless ezek.
Oh my. Mario, I hope you got control of this. Control your rainbow dashes.
Yahoo!
Oh my god. Grab it, grab it, grab it. Get it, Professor Oak.
Ja. Toothlessnek hívják.
Talk about a close call.
Are you all right? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Mickey's hurt.
Take
No.
this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
Let's have me Fortnite mini, hey? Oh, there we go. Good to go. Ready for a
Na jó.
battle royale.
What the hell got into that damn thing?
Szóval, ja. Vicces PC. PC-n bármi megtörténhet amúgy. Na szóval, visszatérve a játékra, nagyon fasza. Csak jót tudok elmenni. Játszottam egy pár játékkal. Szeretem a Harry Pottert. Minden évben megnézem. Szeretem. Jó világ. Meg van csinálva. Kész. A Gyűrűk urát is szeretem. Nekem ezek sokat adtak, amikor olvastam őket, emlékszem. Még kis csávó voltam, a Gyűrűk urát. A Gyűrűk ura volt az első ilyen komolyabb fantasy, amit olvastam. Előtte is már olvastam ilyen mindenféléket, hogy belevigyen a világba, bár az vitt bele leginkább. A Gyűrűk ura. Akkor még film se volt semmi. A Harry Potter is ugyanez. Azt, de hát a filmek is nagyon jól sikerültek. Jó. Meg hát ez a játék is. Én bevallom, nem játszottam a játékokat, csak nagyon keveset a Harry Potter official game-ekkel. Nem tetszettek annyira, de mást meg elvarázsoltak. Már azok is. És viszont tudom, hogy milyenek, mert néztem róluk videókat, meg más streamerek nyomják velük, meg már régebben akármi. És hogy azért van sok mechanika, amit átvettek azokból a játékokból. Tehát, hogy volt szerintem, ugye a régi Pókember játékok is ilyenek, vagy na az új Pókember játék is a régiekből táplálkozott. Tehát, hogy van egy engine, amire építettek már szerintem. Egy már meglévő engine. Úgyhogy... Ja. Ez a repülés, ilyen körökön átrepülni, ilyen karikákon. Az benne volt a régi játékokban is. Seprűvel repülsz. Na mindegy. Meg van csinálva. Meg az is érződik a játékon, hogy gamerek, akik csinálták. Hogy egyrészt a mobilos játékok, amiket fejlesztettek, meg amik kín vannak, abból is a jó elemek azok bele vannak téve a játékba, az ilyen gyűjtögetés, meg konstans nézet, hogy mi gyűjtöttél össze, challenge-ek, stb. Achievementek. De hogy a jelenlegi sikeres játékokból is szedtek dolgokat, például ötleteket. Nagyon jól sikerült ez a játék. Hallottad, hogy a Resident Evil 4 remake-ben DLC-sek lesznek azok a kis ékszek, amiket random lehet találni a mapokon, hogy aztán elhathast? Nem, hallottam, hogy lesznek benne új dolgok. Az is majd nem sokára jön. Sok jó játék jön majd nem sokára. 2023 az nagyon meg lesz tolva, jön a Zelda, az új Zelda, az nagyon-nagyon város. Jön egy új Kirby játék, ami a Bálintnak nagyon-nagyon fog tetszeni. Aztán sok minden jön. Final Fantasy 16. Aztán nagyon-nagyon várom. Diablo 4. Ha csak ezekkel a játékokkal játszanék ebbe az évbe. Már viszi az évet. Március? Nem tudom. Nem tudom. Májusban jön, nem? Az Zelda? Május, nem? Hát meg tudom gyorsan nézni. Mindjárt nyomom tovább, okés? Nézzük, én a konzolvilágon szoktam mindig nézni. Az előrendeléseknél. Atomic Heart is jön, még ebben a hónapban 21-én. Akkor jön a Like a Dragon Ishin, bocsánat. Az ugye a jakuzásoknak egy új játéka, az, ugye? Vagy az nem? De. Igen. Japánban megjelent Yakuza Ishin felújított változat a modern platformokon. Aha, tehát akkor az egy remake igazából. Vagy remaster. De az érdekel. Én nagyon szeretem a Yakuza játékokat. Akkor... Octopath Traveler 2. Azt nem hiszem, hogy fogom streamelni. Resident Evil 4. Ugye remake. Márciusban. Minecraft Legends. Majd az kiderül, milyen Star Wars Jedi Survival. Assassin's Creed Mirage. Ez mikor jön? Nem tudom. Akkor Redfall. Az annyira engem nem vonz, de az általában az ilyen nagy dobás lesz. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Street Fighter 6. Az érdekel, mert az teljesen új dolog lesz. Final Fantasy 16. Ezek mind nagyon bombák. Ja, ezek amik lesznek a közeljövőben. Amik nagyon faszák. Tekken 8, az nem tudom, az idén jön? Abba is egy ilyen új szisztem lesz, ilyen agresszív rage szisztem. Próbálják megregulázni teljesen a verekedős játékokat, ilyen új mechanikákkal. Na. Itt vagyok, mehetünk tovább, jó? Side questünk, Poppy.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Pardon me?
Benny.
Hello there. Was there something you needed?
Hello. I was wondering if you would be interested in having your own shop.
Nem is találkoztam még.
A house elf to help you with it.
Nőnemű manóval.
Penny's mistress is selling this shop, and Penny is most eager to start working with the new owner. It might surprise you to know that Penny can sell practically anything.
Oh, it would be wonderful to have a place to sell things and someone to help me.
You'll be able to give Penny almost anything that you want to sell. It will be no work at all for you once the shop is up and running. If you want the shop and Penny hopes that you do, you should talk to Penny's mistress as soon as you can. Her name is Cassandra Mason.
Why is your mistress selling the shop? And you?
Penny cannot be certain as Mistress Mason so
Saját
rarely
bolt?
confides in her. However, she repeatedly mentions how tired she has become of trying to let the shop. She has had rotten bad luck with the last few tenants.
Ne bánsd magad.
Are you all right? Are you holding your breath?
Penny's fine. Sometimes Penny simply needs to remind herself to stop talking.
What kind of things would I be able to sell in the shop?
All kinds. Anything from essence of Disney to mooncalf fur. If a buyer exists for something, then Penny can sell it and get the best price. Just ask Mistress Mason.
Why are the premises in such disarray?
Oh, the previous tenants were not able to manage very well. They seem to have given up rather quickly. Penny is perfectly capable of helping clean and repair, so the shop will be ready for business in no time.
How is it you're so good at selling? Seems unusual for a house elf.
Oh, before he died, Penny's previous owner, Master Mason, trusted her to do all sorts of things to help him with his shop. Penny supposes it is a bit unusual for a house elf to possess such skill, but Master Mason commanded it, and Penny was happy to oblige. Master Mason was a wonderful master.
All right. I shall go and find Madam Mason.
Oh, this is splendid news indeed. You won't be sorry. You can find Mistress Mason at her home on the north edge of the village. Penny does hope she gets to work with you.
Na. Erre kíváncsi vagyok. Ugye a zenéket nem is mondtam, hogy mennyire jók. Tehát, hogy... Hé!
Wingardium Leviosa.
Ki tudom dobni a szemetet, srácok. Legalábbis próbálom. A karakteremtől nem látom. Na, erre mit mondasz? Erre mit mondasz? Honeydew's Sweet Shop sells a variety of magical sweets, from fizzing whizbees to exploding bonbons. Customers would be wise to know precisely what effect they may experience before sampling this shop's wares.
Here you are, a true patron of the arts. I think the drum improves the timbre. Wouldn't you agree?
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
May I help?
Hello, Madam Mason. I understand you have a shop to sell.
Why, yes. Yes, I do. Are you interested?
Yes, I am. I've always wanted to own a shop.
How marvellous. I think you will find my terms quite generous. But, and do please forgive me for asking, don't you think you might be a tad young to own a shop?
I am quite capable of owning a shop, I can assure you. I should think you'd be happy to have a buyer.
Well, I reckon you have the confidence needed for such a venture. And of course you'll have Penny to help you. That elf could sell tea to a troll. I assume she told you she comes with the place.
She did indeed.
I like you. Tell you what, I shall sell you the space for an exceedingly fair price. I think you might just be shrewd enough to make a go of it.
An exceedingly fair price for a shop and an elf. What's the catch?
Huh? You are wise to be wary in business dealings. No catch, really. I simply ask that you allow me to do you the favour of buying the shop back. At a discount, of course, should your efforts fail. The last thing we need here in Hogsmeade is for one bad apple to spoil the barrel, if you get my meaning.
Ha! Your faith in me is overwhelming. You're sorely mistaken if you think I'm going to fail.
There's that confidence again. And, of course, I wish you every success. Do we have a deal?
What precisely do you mean, should my efforts fail?
Honestly, I only mean that if for some reason you're unable to keep the shop going, I could help you cut your losses. That's all. But, as you've implied, the odds of that happening are remote.
The shop seems to be in an ideal location. Why has no one purchased it yet?
It is indeed. But I've just decided to sell. I've grown weary of being a landlady. My late husband was the one with a passion for shopkeeping and business in general. You'd be wise to take advantage of this opportunity before the offers start rolling in.
Nektek lenne saját boltotok?
Why haven't other tenants been able
Ha lenne,
to make a
akkor
go
milyen?
As you've no
Milyen
doubt
típusú lenne?
running a shop is not as simple as those less savvy might think. The new owner, however, will have something that previous tenants did not. The benefit of Penny's particular prowess. Her assistance will make all the difference, I should think, in both getting the shop ready for business and ensuring its success.
It does sound intriguing, but I need to consider my finances first. I'll come and find you if I'm interested.
Very well, but I won't be able to keep the shop available for too long. If you do want the shop, I'd advise you to return to me as soon as possible.
Mennyibe kerül?
Madam Mason, about the shop?
Yes?
I've decided I'd like to go ahead and purchase the shop.
I have to say I'm impressed. You are a remarkably resourceful student.
I am indeed.
And brave. You won't be sorry. Give me the money, and I shall get the paperwork filed immediately.
Wonderful. Shall I head directly to the shop?
Please do. Oh, one more thing. Since my husband died, I've not been able to bring myself to retrieve some of his personal items. They're in a chest at the back of the shop. Penny has the key. As you get organised, I would be terribly grateful if you could help an old widow and gather his things for me before you open for business. I wish you the very best of luck in your endeavours. Penny will meet you there.
Mennyi volt? Nem tudom, hogy mennyi volt, de ott volt. Gondolom volt elég pénzem.
Hogsmeade, here I come. Revelio! Well, I've done it, Penny. The shop is mine.
Oh, Penny is so pleased. Penny was hoping you would be the one to purchase it.
I'm glad you're here to help me.
Goodness, what a kind thing to say. Penny will do all that she can to make this a success. There is much to do. The last tenant left in a bit of a rush, so we'll need to clean up and do some repairs.
Well then, let's get to it.
Penny is ready. Between the two of us, we should have this place up. No time.
Reparo.
Oh, Penny can already see the potential. This will surely be the most successful shop in Hogsmeade. Mistress Mason wanted Penny to be sure and give you this key. It opens a chest in the back room of this shop.
Oh yes, she mentioned it to me. It contains some of her late husband's belongings.
Penny wonders if you should open the chest.
Are you holding your breath again?
Penny must get back to work now.
Gyanús ez az egész nekem.
Revelio.
Gyanús nekem ez az egész. Mi ez? Mi ez? Ez egy csapda volt végig? Én meg belementem, mi? Szó szerint.
Revelio.
That's odd. Why would someone store one hat in here?
Revelio.
That's not very hospitable.
Oh, goody! Someone to play with. You seem a cunning sort. What fun this will be!
Nákizok, nagyon szépen köszönöm a Prime-os 4. havi édesubot. Bám bám, köszönöm szépen, tesem. Na jó, ez horror?
Revelio.
Lumos. That's new. Onwards, I suppose.
What in the... Who's there?
Lumos. That's lovely.
Revelio.
Seems as if I should hang something there.
Lámpa. Hol van a lámpa? Ott.
These lanterns must belong somewhere.
How enlightening! You might survive a bit longer than the others.
Lumos.
Oh, you've come so far so quickly. Well done. You might be just the playmate I've been looking for. I do hope you enjoy my playground. I encourage you to tell everyone about it. If you make it out, that is. Please try. If you get to the end, perhaps we can come to some sort of arrangement. I do want your shop to succeed, after all. What's the saying? Two sides to every story. Unfortunately for you, both sides here are to my story. And you'll have to complete both to get to the end. I simply adore this blooming place, don't you? You know, foliage, like most living things, won't survive for long in the darkness.
Revelio. Bombarda.
Lanterns to open these doors.
Lepke. Ez mennyire menő már? Itt van. Nem lepke.
Wingardium Leviosa.
What's this? A game within a game? Ooh, knight to H3. Nighty-night!
This is a bit. That was the wrong square.
Revelio.
Ja, én vagyok egyedül. És most találjam ki, hogy merre kell mennem, de hát ott van, látom. Hoppá!
I wonder if the chess pieces on the board indicate where I can't go.
Yes, they do.
Revelio.
Más chest nincs. Ez így könnyű volt, hogy megmutatta. De amúgy ötletes.
I think I'll keep you around a bit longer.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Ez a játék, ez tele van meglepetésekkel amúgy. Oh.
Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos.
Oh, I'm afraid of the dark.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Does it worry you that I can see you, but you can't see me? It should. I'd offer you a seat, but I'm rearranging the furniture.
Glaciers. Arresto Momentum.
Plus, don't want you getting too comfortable for what's in store, do I?
Oh.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Bezáródott.
Wingardium Leviosa.
És ez egy side quest.
Ah, a worthy playmate. Well done, me.
Melyik a depulso? Ez? Nem. Launch a transformed enemy. Hey. All right.
Revelio.
Defender. Expelliarmus.
Baszki.
Lumos.
Hát most mondjátok, hogy ez most nem elképesztő, az neked még miket beleraknak a játékba? És mennyire jól meg van csinálva ez a rész. Szava, Benji. Hopp, itt lesz valami fight. Oké.
Time to raise the stakes, so to speak. Where shall I put this? Now that should get your attention. Well, this has been fun. Much to do, much to do. See you in a bit.
Tényleg? Ez az egyik oldal volt, ez Resident Evil. Mik a pontos százalék? 25%? Mik a százalékok? Többi háznál.
You've chosen the scholar route. You'll need more than you've learned from books to best me.
Lumos.
Oh, déjà vu. Watch it.
19% Ravenclaw, 18% Gryffindor, 13% Hugrabug és 11, akik elfogadták a tesztek süveg ajánlatát. Én elfogadtam. És 25% a Slytherin. Akkor legtöbben mardakárosok.
Lumos.
Hú, de személy. Körbe-körbe megyek?
Running in circles, are we? Perhaps you should retrace your steps.
Ah!
What was that? Lumos.
Revelio. Lumos.
Mi a fasz?
Lumos.
Azt a mindenségét.
Oh, how nice of him to pop in.
Lumos.
Hú. Ez egy. Ooh.
It's always good to have a different perspective on things.
Lumos. Wingardium Leviosa.
So much fun to be had. My head is spinning.
Lumos. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Perhaps I should pull the lantern into this room to cause the room to rotate again.
Great idea.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Jó, glitch, te. Tegyük fel, hogy oda raktuk a kezébe.
All books substance and no clay make one quite dull indeed.
Megint fight lesz. Oh!
Well done. I'll give you a moment to collect yourself, if you can. Ta-ta for now.
Azt a... Na végre. Csapdába csaltak ezek a szemetek minket. Remélem, hogy az enyém lesz a bolt, vagy... Ez csak kamu volt az egész, egy színjáték?
Aha! Finally! You, my inordinately clever friend, appear to have traversed this seemingly never-ending dungeon relatively unscathed. And now I suppose you'll want to go. Everyone leaves me, usually in a straitjacket, never to return. I'm starting to take it personally. I'm tired of having no one to play with. Ooh, tell you what, I'll make you a deal. If you can match wits with me now, and agree to give me unfettered access to the shop for, say, 1 day a month to have a little fun, I'll sign a contract. Pursuant to which, let me see, I will blah, 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 blah. Oh, yes, leave you and your customers alone at all other times, etc., etc. You get your shop, I get my chaos. Sound acceptable? Excellent! Let the games begin!
Okay.
That's just cat, but cat is cat. I mean, you can't.
Lég. Ez olyan, mint egy troll, úgy viselkedik. Okay. Nem hatott rá a krúció.
once. Try seeing things from my point of view.
Oh, na ne. Ez így nem ér.
Someone deserving of the playground I so meticulously crafted. Such a treat to have fun again in my little dungeon.
I wouldn't call it fun, really.
Wouldn't you? To each their own, I suppose.
So, about the contract?
I am a poltergeist of my word.
Just to be clear, what does this agreement entail? Specifically?
Pay attention. You guarantee that I can have my fun at least one day each month without fuss. I let you work the rest of the time, mostly in peace.
Why would you enter into such an agreement?
Much as I love banging about the place, it's no comparison to seeing customers' faces when I bonk them on the heads with a chocolate frog. One doesn't really understand the value of an audience until one is without it.
Very well. I shall agree to your contract with one small addendum.
Hooray! No more of this unsatisfying banging about all day in a pitiful void. Wait, did you say one small addendum?
I did. In order that I have a successful shop with lots of customers, would you agree to causing chaos only after 9 o'clock in the evening?
Would you agree to at least 2 days a month instead of one?
I would.
Pleasure doing business with you. You've worn me out. Well done. I had a feeling about you. I have to admit, Cassandra did a wonderful job finding the perfect playmate.
Revelio.
Tehát akkor partnerek voltak benne a többiek. Savons Poker, persze. Végig kell tenni. Penny.
Hello, Penny.
Penny is so glad you're back.
You knew exactly where I was going when I entered that chest.
Penny was beginning to think yet another shopkeeper was going to end up in St. Mungo's.
Another shopkeeper? St. Mungo's? I think you should explain, Penny. Penny, please stop holding your breath. Tell me what's going on.
Oh, please forgive Penny. Penny is forbidden from telling you anything.
But how can you be forbidden from telling me what's going on? I purchased this shop.
Penny is confused. Penny thought that if you came back, you would own the shop.
Thank you, Penny. I think I'm going to need to talk to the authorities.
Oh, Penny is certain that's a brilliant idea. Officer Singer will know what to do. Penny will wait right here.
Tehát akkor nem lesz saját boltunk sajnos.
Officer Singer, I have some information you might be interested in.
Ah, good to see you again. What can I do for you?
Cassandra Mason sold me her shop and then tried to drive me mad in a haunted dungeon.
Cassandra Mason sold you her shop?
I am perfectly capable of owning a shop, but more importantly, did you not hear the bit about the dungeon?
No, I heard that bit too.
And, according to the house elf that came with the shop, she has done this sort of thing before. Repeatedly.
I wondered what was going on. She seems to have had a great deal of trouble keeping a tenant in that shop. In any event, these are serious accusations indeed. Perhaps a little visit with Cassandra is in order to clear this all up. Shall we?
Oh, hello, Ruth. I see you've met my new tenant.
Cassandra, it's my understanding that you sold your shop and your elf to this student. Now, they've been telling me some very interesting stories about your business practices. Perhaps you should come with me.
Stop her! What on earth are they teaching you at that school these days?
Igen, te szemét. Na mi van? Nem tudod, hogy kivel kekeckedsz.
Arrest momentum.
I should have known better than to do business with a wily student.
Azt kellett volna visszadobni rá.
Luck is about to run out.
Rendes boss fight van a nőcivel.
What on earth are they teaching you at that school these days?
Meglítselt a Crucio miatt.
I'm disappointed in you, Cassandra. Incarcerate! You don't know what you're doing! Don't I? I always wondered why you couldn't seem to keep a tenant in that shop of yours. I must admit, the notion of
Ez egy mellékküldetés.
Thanks for this. You can head back to the shop. Check on that house elf of yours. She's probably terrified.
Na, hát akkor van egy boltom és egy elfem.
Silencio.
Azt a védességét.
And not to worry. Cassandra will immediately file the paperwork needed to grant you ownership of both the shop and the elf. On her way to Azkaban.
Azért ennek jó vége van.
Best of luck to you as the newest shop owner in Hogsmeade.
Ó, köszönöm szépen. Cassandrának a háza az látogatható? Nem sajnos. Ez volt az? Azért szétnézünk, de lehet, hogy már szétnéztem nála. Igen. Na kíváncsi vagyok, hogy lesz ez a boltozás. Azt a mindent, hát erre nem számítottam. Erre nem számítottam, az biztos.
Penny, I have what I hope will be good news. Officer Singer confirmed that ownership of the shop has now transferred to me.
Oh, well, that is good news. Penny is so relieved. Penny had the most difficult time keeping the truth from you. Penny promises to work as hard as she can for such a kind new owner.
Penny, I found an item of clothing in the dungeon that I'd like to give you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Penny never thought she would be given clothing and become a free elf.
It's my pleasure. You deserve it.
Of course, Penny will be staying on and managing the shop for you.
Penny, you're free. You can do anything you've ever wanted to.
But
felszabadítottam, de marad.
all Penny has ever wanted to do is run a shop with a friend and sell to the villagers in Hogsmeade.
If that's what you want to do, Penny, then nothing would make me happier. I'm genuinely glad you'll be staying on.
Penny is too.
Itt is választhattam volna azt, hogy marad a rabszolgám.
Penny will take care of the rest.
Westers and Venom, Cladwell and Brewster, Stitches and Draughts. Westers and
I choose
Venom.
Vesters and Venom.
Excellent choice. Have a look outside.
Thank you. I
Venom.
shall work on collecting items for the shop's inventory. Oh, and Penny, we'll be closing the shop by 9 o'clock every night.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Na hát gyerekek, van egy boltunk.
Oh, perhaps today you have something you'd like Penny to sell for you? Oh, Penny will fetch a good price for what you'd like to sell.
Igazából el tudom neki adni a dolgokat. Nem.
Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
Revelio. Revelio.
Ez komoly volt. Top of the class cloak. Na, akkor átöltözünk, jó? De előtte bemegyünk a ruhaboltba. És aztán megcsináljuk ezt. Ruhabolt. Ide nagyon közel van. De nem erre.
Revelio.
Itt voltam én? Mi ez a hely? Ja, aha, tudom. Nem, még itt nem voltam. Ja, ő veszi meg az állatokat, meg nála tudok venni?
Hello.
Welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck. And before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did. No care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair for my wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt, because we don't even have them here. Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncar fur? Derrickle feathers? Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing. Cheeky thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Derricles. But people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be nowhere in sight.
Seems like a poor choice of inventory. Surely that's obvious.
You don't mind sharing your opinions, do you? Despite the fact that we are a wizarding village, doesn't mean these things appear by magic. Takes a lot to round up these feathers. Don't get me started on thwoppers. Most of the suppliers of thwopper feathers may as well be living in St. Mungo's.
Perhaps it was your dealings with Froopers that led you to the precarious idea of stocking diricles.
Oh, you are well and cheeky, aren't you? Don't worry, I don't mind. Never had a still tongue in my head either. And I'll have you know that it's my highest priority to ensure that all beasts are safe and well cared for. Right thing to do and good for business. Anyway, perhaps you should have a look around. Stocks change all the time, and not just because they disappear. Always best to pop in whenever you can to get things before they run out. Which they used to literally do.
Thank you, I will.
Take all the time you need.
Sokat beszélsz.
Thank you for stopping by. A treat to have you here.
What do you have for sale?
Now, what sorts of beast byproducts might you be looking to acquire? I don't mind selling things for certain clients. You know where to find me.
Neki tudom eladni a beasteket. Ja.
I'll not mind seeing you again. Consider yourself welcome.
Na ez az utolsó. Van utolsó questem itt. Prudent Peck. Proprietor Ellie Peck is a fierce protector of beasts and will give you a fair price for any beasts in need of a safe home. Prudent Peck is the shop to visit for beast byproducts like Fooper feathers and the Niffler fur. És megvan a challenge-em. Dir. És már csak ez kell, abból viszont jó sok. Islands. Ja. New shop in Hogsmeade. Na. Itt van tartalom a játékban bőven.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Never seen such a lonely.
It's not like her to forget.
Na mi van, Poppy?
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
You're making this sound simple, but this is a dragon after all.
Hebrideans can be aggressive, but they're also clever. She caught on quickly enough when you showed her how to escape the tent. She'll understand why we're here once she sees her egg. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No, it belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons. Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to do.
Revelio.
At least 10 usually.
Revelio.
Where are you, Smithy? Thought you were joining us in Borneo. I know you have your hopes about the fighting ring, but the true galleons are in Acromantulas. You wouldn't believe how much Violet and I make a few days ago made. Not to mention Borneo's not half bad to look at. Anyway, we'll be moving on soon. Egypt, perhaps. It's such a relief not to be weighed down anymore. See you soon, Angus.
How charming. They keep in touch with each other.
Fantastic.
There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance. Revelio.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us. Watch your step. Or just raring for a fight.
Quiet, what was that? Well, there's no turning back now.
Wait here. I'll run ahead.
Whenever you're ready, I'll follow your lead.
I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe.
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure we know it. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
She's making it easy.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past. Get to that opening below her.
That's fine.
She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there. Why is
Repair
every
her.
bridge here broken? Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
Hello, Norris. Ez durva volt. Ez durva volt.
That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntow Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl. How could I have been so blind?
Mi az?
Unforgivable curses.
Ja, az a bolt. Ahol az előbb voltam, és a ruhabolt az meg itt van.
Hello there. Please, come in. Let me know if you need help finding anything.
Na. Tud-e egyáltalán valami újat mutatni? Mondjuk lehet, hogy az én saját boltomban jobb áron adtam volna el a dolgokat, de mindegy, nem tudom.
I'd say that looks as if it was made for you.
200-ba kerül, nézzük meg.
You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrag's promise. You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrag's promise. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you.
Nem tudom, hogy ilyen van-e.
That's a Gladrag's promise.
Vagy ilyenem.
I'd say that looks as if it was made for you.
Nem tudom, hogy van-e.
I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. I've heard that our dear Clementine drew you into her butterfly escapades. Unusual girl. Still, it takes all sorts. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by.
Jó. Na hát akkor öltözzünk át, jó? Ez jó lenne, aranyszínűben lenne, nincs? De. A blue. Hát igazából aranyszínű, jó. Oké, és akkor nézzük a felsőnket. Van-e valami faszább? Jó, Shopkeeper's Coat. Beast Rescuer Robe. Ezt láttam már. Mit kaptunk még? Top of the Class Cloak. Bomba. Ezt kaptuk most. Ezek jók. Thieves Coat. Azt a mindenét. Menj már. Azt a mindenségét. Hát ez nagyon komoly. Dikatív. Megnézem, hogy van-e valami sapkám hozzá. Ez igen, gyerekek! Ez igen! Én mindjárt Indiana Jones vagyok. Hirtelen. Nincs nagyon ilyen fehér cuccom. Vagy még milyen színek vannak benne, azt hiszem. Nem rossz amúgy. A sál az nem, de hogy... Aj, de kár beleklippel. A kabátunkba a sál. Akkor nem kell. Nem vagyok biztos a sapkában amúgy. A piros, igaz? Piros megy? Melyik megy? Barna? Na, srácok, melyik megy hozzá, szerintetek? Jó lesz? Szeva? Snakeland. Jó lesz ez? Okés, okés. És ugye az outfitünk igazából az is jó, de hogy lehet, hogy még találunk jobbat. Ugye az gatyát, cipőt cserél. Ezek nem jók. Mindenképp valami szolidabb kell. Ugye ez volt, ez teljesen jó. Nem, túlzás. Nem rossz, nem rossz. Túl sötét. Ez se rossz. Túl sok. Ó. Kapott egy kis zöldet is? Zöld. Ez se rossz amúgy. A nyakkendő miatt. De hát az volt a legjobb eddig, ez. Ez volt a legjobb. Ez túl piros. Szóval ez. De amúgy ez meg... ebben meg a csizma nagyon jól néz ki. Ez se rossz. Ez se rossz amúgy. De a nyakkendő az illik. Ez se rossz. Legyen ez. Vagy túl sok gomb. Ez már túl csicsás így, túl sok a gomb. Nem tudom eldönteni, baszkikáim. Jó, ez akkor maradjon. És esetleg, hogyha van... Csak azért, hogy ugye legyen egy kis zöld benne, de ez nem megy annyira. Jó volt kesztyű nélkül. Jó, ez van. Így nézünk ki. Wand handles. Ez szerintem jó is.